Hey gang, Game Face here. I'm back in what do we call this now? Planet Coaster. Um, I'm back in Planet Coaster, and I don't know what I'm doing. Uh, I guess I'm doing some stuff over here. 'Cause there's lots of stuff to do over here, and I really need to do some like. I need an upgrade. I need upgrades. If that makes any sense. But maybe we should just like start right where we left off and continue from here. Hey, Megan Nico. I should maybe do something from here. Why is the Planet Coaster not moving? Hello, Planet Coaster. Hello, Planet Coaster. Okay, yeah. Let's do something here. Or maybe I should start here. Hmm. Hmm. I have an idea. Hey, BG fan. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so yeah, let's build something behind this. I guess it can't really be that there can't really be that much to it because, you know, the water and all. But I guess if it came to it, we could always shove that back a bit. But I have an idea here. So if I pause that there. Building. Okay. Is this a mini park? Yeah, no, this is far from a mini park. Very far from a mini park. This is a monster park. That's just a little mini piece in the monster park. So this is more just like all the stores and all that stuff. You know, there's a train station to get around. Well, a train system to get around the world. And yeah, there's the Stanley Hotel. I just figured I'd build the Stanley Hotel in the middle of this for some reason. And then there's a big crater. And I'm working on the rides that are going to go in the crater. Yeah, so like this is a park entrance right here. Like this is outside the park right now. So people can come in through the train station. This is the park entrance. They immediately, the only place they can go is on a train. So they hop on a train and they can, that's the only way to get here is by train. So they come down here. As you can see, still a lot of stuff to do. And they end up coming into the other train station. Yes, I did see part 10. They come in through the other train station here, and they're in this sort of broken down park. Not totally broken down, just sort of broken down. And that's the world as we know it, as it exists at this moment. Okay, so I need something here. Well, the places they can go to in the park have pathing. Like, you can only get here by train. Yes. You can only get to the fairgrounds by train. You can only get, you can get to all this stuff by coming through the other entrance to the park. And what's the theme for the area the ride is in? The ride. The ride? I don't know what you mean by the ride. This coaster here. This coaster here. The theme is, it's basically going to be somewhat spooky. Let me unpause this. There we go. So, you know, there's a spookiness to it. Not an upfront, in your face spookiness, but like a background spookiness. So hence the Stanley Hotel, you know, this is also the, like a house that's somewhat like the house on the top of the hill next to the Bates Motel. You know, like I said, it's not overtly spooky in your face. It's sort of underlying. There's sounds in the background. You know, it has a sort of a creepy, overgrown kind of look in the areas around everything. But it's also like vintage. It's like 1930s. Like, here's an old theater. Thanks for following. Here's like an old theater. People can only go to here, though. They can't go down there. I haven't been able to figure out how that would work. More of a viewpoint, a vista point. So, you know, it's like this area here, these little loops have a certain style. They've got, you know, all the stuff is up on platforms, you know, overgrown around it, but yet when you're up here, it's usually pretty clean and things aren't falling apart up here so much. You know, there's dead trees around, stuff like that. And then we get into more of the higher end stuff. You know, we've got the creepy gazebo. There's some restaurants and stuff there. And I'm trying to use a lot of stuff from the game. You know, there's the Stanley Hotel. Inspiration for The Shining. And this area, again, it's somewhat like this other area, but more picked up. More like, I don't know. And then there's this whole other area down here, and the only way to get down here is via the gondolas. or the cable cars, or whatever you want to call them. So this is getting built up. I'm sort of, well, I can't say I'm like, this is turning out quite nice, I think. This is what I want out of it. I'm gonna have a ride here. We've already started a ride down here. I obviously got to work on a lot of lighting and stuff like that. But again, it's supposed to be like here, like everything here, all these buildings, they're all built out of wood. They're not you know, concrete buildings. They're all held up by like wooden structures. You know, if you look around once you're in here, it's all, well, once the railings and everything are everywhere, you can sort of see what I'm going for here. This is where I should be working right now. But lighting the windows, adding the windows, putting in pieces that I have ignored to, you know, there's lots of work to do. But yeah, I really like that, the way this is turning out. It's gonna look awesome once it's done and all the lighting's in. And I'm even thinking of having spotlights in places, but we'll see. We will see. I need some light. Come on, Planet Coaster. It's all up to you. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Today, Planet Coaster. Go, 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 go. Thank you. Wow. Sorry. Okay, so this. You know what I'm sort of thinking here is like a target. Oh. Whoops. It's like, yeah, now that you put that there, we're not going to let you select it. There we go. Okay, this needs to go back here somehow. But is that centered? I better make sure it's centered first. If it's not centered, it'll look stupid. It's probably gonna look stupid anyway. But whatever. Okay, fine. Don't change the color. Ignore me. See, the problem is the menu's not here. There should be a thing here for me to change color. But it's not coming up. I guess it's only going to come up once it's down. Whatever. Okay, so that's not red enough. It needs to be more red. A little more red, but you know, somewhat faded. It can't be perfect because this is a park that's falling apart. Okay, so that's good. Now, I don't know how I'm going to do this. But whatever it is, or however it is, it's going to be interesting. Let's go grab... Like, I know I could just go get bigger and bigger circles, but that's not the way I do things. Okay, we're going to turn this to 45 degrees. And line it up like... that. Right? And then somehow... Yeah. I'm gonna build like a target behind there and like a big bullseye and some other type of structure around it. Like extending out to here and here. Like a backdrop for the ride, eh? Like, you know, like this. We'll stick lights on it. This, of course, is not something I built. This would be something I built. So, somewhat like that idea. Okay, whatever. Now, I really hope I've done this right. Oops. Oh. Well, thanks. Glad you think so. Maybe more like that. Why? What? Okay, so we're gonna take these. Yeah, thanks, game. You're always so... What? How is this a thing? How is that a thing? How did that get there? Huh? Okay, let's do that again and see what happens. I wouldn't have thought that was even possible. So, use world access. Oh, I see what happened. Moved it down here. Changed it back. No, I don't see how it happened. Unless I didn't use world access. That could be a possibility. Is that? Yeah, this needs to go somewhere. This needs to go there. Right? Okay, now. Why did I do that? No idea. Let's try it again. Okay, let's hope this works. Changing the height on each one. No, it's not. It looks like it though, doesn't it? Might be a little excessive, but you know. Okay. I guess it's one at a time. I was figuring when half done we'd just copy it over, but it turns out that that won't work. They're different. That ends up moving that in a different center. Come on. It's like, nope, we're not putting it there. Oh, come on, Planet Coaster. We'll make it. The next row is going to even use more. Hey, Wolfie. Really? don't understand. Hmm. This is the one I gotta move. What am I building? I'm building a background thing for this. I don't know what it is yet, but there'll be lights. It's gonna look vortex-like. I don't know. Maybe it won't. We'll see. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. I was kind of freaked out there for a second. It was looking kind of funny. It looks like everything's gonna line up. Okay. Of course. Hello? Sometimes Panic Toaster doesn't do anything. What were the chances of that? Okay. I don't get it. It's totally crooked. I know that. I don't understand this. Okay. It's got to move up. That looks pretty close. Now, it's lined up this thing right now, so we need one more row that will line up with these. I think. We'll do like 4, I guess. Because 1 will take forever. 2 will take half as long as forever. But 4 will only take quarter as long as forever. Maybe 8. We'll see if we can do 8. Can't seem to do anything right now. There we go. That's exactly what we needed. Just not to stop where I want it to. So there's 4. Come on. Well, there's 8. Oh, let's see if this will do it. What? How? Seriously, how? How is this even possible? They're all at 45. Look at this. Look at it. It's a freaking fan. How is this even possible? At no point was there anything I could build. How are these crooked? They're perfectly straight, right? This is how it happened. It won't let me move it down flat. It won't work on a plane. Well, that's no good. Why is this suddenly a problem? I've done this twice already. And now it's like, nope. Nope, not gonna do that for you. Doesn't make any sense. Of course it doesn't make any sense. It's Planet Coaster. Why should it make sense? Yeah, it just won't do it. No problem with all the others. No problem at all. They work just fine. Okay, how do I fix this? Doesn't make any sense. You suck, Planet Coaster. You know that, eh? I don't know. What I'm doing? Who knows? I sure don't. They are flat, right? Everything's flat. Everything's flat. Okay. Like... How? I don't understand. It's like running the same thing through the same algorithm and come out with different results every time. Like all I did was go like this. Like now the centers aren't lined up. They're offset. There's a center here. There's a center here. And now this thing is lined up 90 degrees. It just doesn't make any sense. I know I could have cheated it and done it another way. But I just did. I wanted to understand, but I still don't understand. I still don't understand. Wow, that's insane. That's exactly what happened the last time. Is it wouldn't stop where I wanted it to stop. Weird. And it happened on the second one I did. What are the chances? How? I don't even know. How can you algorithm that? Oh. What? What just happened? What's that? Oh, I chose the wrong side. Okay, I know what just happened. Now. So, if I went like this, duplicated it, and did this, and then did this. Hello? No. Oh well. It's just not going to be easy. Especially being as I'm rotating it there and the center is over here. And see what I mean? Hmm. I wonder. Why do I have to do this? Why is it that I can't just choose it, hit R, and immediately it becomes a building and I can edit it? But no, a single piece can never become a building. You need more than one piece and you have to put them together. It should be automatic. As soon as I hit R, it should like, oh, you want to do that, do you? Well, edit, for those who don't know all the key presses. Okay. What do we want here? $2 meter? Or do I want 4 meter sections? No. Or yes. No. Or yes. That is the question. Just stops. That just bugs the hell out of me. Why is it stopping? There's no reason for it to stop. Why is it that color? Why isn't it the color I... Come on. Come on, game. Really? Okay. Oh. Am I wrong here? Or should that be changing color? What the hell? Sorry, I'm just getting kind of frustrated with Planet Coaster. I swear they keep on changing how it was working in the background. No, I'm not losing my mind. It's them, not me. It was like when they changed the angle thing. They're like, oh, here, let us fix this all for you. And it made Planet Coaster impossible to use. It was awesome. Thankfully, they fixed that quickly. Okay. That's nice. That's nice. Just get right in there to select something that should easily be selected. No, that control key? That is duplicate. That means duplicate an advanced move. That's what that control key means, Planet Coaster. That's what you're supposed to do when I go like that way. Hello? Still won't let me select it. It let me select it once, and I don't know why. If I knew why, I'd set it up so I could do it every time. Okay. It's not that it's not selecting it. What it is it's responding so slowly that even when it does select it, I'm going to select it again before it's actually done. That's what's happening here. It's so unresponsive lately. Like, the menus are better, but there's other stuff that has been broken in order to make that work, I think. Okay, I don't know about that. How can I be... Look, come on. The rock is underground behind the thing I'm clicking on. How is that even possible? Sorry. It just baffles me. Okay, so we're going to make all those one building. No, don't edit a different building. I've got all this stuff selected. Don't edit a different building. These are the wrong colors, is basically why this thing's looking so ugly right now. I think. I hope. And I hope it's just the... No, don't. Why? Why? Why are you trying to change what I'm editing? Selected the purple thing. Stupid Planet Coaster. Now, lets me select it. Lets me select it. I don't know. I have no idea what Planet Coaster is doing anymore. Okay, is that... Is that better? The answer is no, and you know why? Where's that? Like, there's a whole one missing. It's just gone. It didn't get included in the building. That's why it wouldn't let me edit it. Ah, okay. I understand now. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna leave this like this for now. Actually, in a way. I guess this might be good that this wasn't attached. Hey Nick, not much. Just back in Planet Coaster for a while here. Yeah, I bought City Skylines. Not this time though. Cities Skylines. I bought it on August 17th, 2017. I've played it for 1 minute. Oh. Yeah, 1 minute. This ride? Loop de loop. I call it dirt in your face. Just that's what it does in real life. It basically Throws the dirt that's collected in the bottom of the thing in your face for a little bit. Shakes it around. But that's the real life version. Whoops. What am I looking for? Hmm. No. Can I edit this thing, please? Like, gah! Wow, it's just totally unresponsive. Click. You gotta click things like 6 times before it does anything. Notice when I was selecting the front there, I click, 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 click. I got first two. The next three didn't select at all. I had to go back and reselect them. And when I went back and reselected them, I only got 2 out of the 3, and I had to go back and reselect the third one. Like, that's what this game has become now. This is why. It's one of the reasons I just didn't play it last week. Because all it is doing is absolutely frustrating me. Because nothing you do, it just ignores half your input now. I don't know why. All I know is it's very, very frustrating to play when it's doing that. There we go. That's something. what's missing here. I know exactly what's missing here. Okay, Meganiko. Have a good day. We'll see you, or evening, I guess. We'll see you next time. No, actually, that was the one I wanted to work on today, but I just couldn't think of what I wanted to do. Like, obviously, it's going to be a full canopy of some type. But, you know, I've already done, like, a multi-layered canopy. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Okay, come on, planet. Oh, seriously, what are you doing? What are you possibly doing? You're saving, yes, but my computer can run 16 threads at a time. You don't have to save in the same using the same. Oh, it just makes me so unbelievably like frustrated that stuff like this happens. What you do is you take what you need to save for autosave. You do a copy memory using a separate thread. You just copy one chunk of memory to the other. Then you take that chunk of memory, write it to the frickin' disk in a separate thread, not in the one that's running the game. You never see games like other games just stall and just stop when you're saving. You'd never see that. Why? Because they're saving it using a separate thread and then running the UI. It's just obvious. You don't interrupt what the people are doing for background save. Sorry, I shake my head because I write code like this every day to save stuff that you're working on in the background without interrupting you. It's not like a stop, gotta save. No, you don't do that. You just save it in the background, completely don't interrupt anybody. Makes everybody's life easier, simpler. It's the way it should have been done from day one. But no, they've got to make it the most interruptive process. Sorry, it just shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't. I don't know why it is. And it is so frustrating just to have the world stop and start collecting up all the moves you make and then applying them suddenly. Like, really? You thought that was a good idea? You think that's how this should be implemented? Yeah. Okay, so this next building. I was gonna think about it. That didn't turn out too bad. It sort of fits in with the way things look. It actually stands out nice. You can see it from far away. You could sort of say it'll be a target. Sorry. You shouldn't say that. I shouldn't have said that. Nobody should say that. But it's like, oh, that ride extends way up here. Okay, so here we go. What I want to do is here we go, waiting for Planet Coaster. Waiting for Planet Coaster. Do people understand why I played Portal for a week? I was tired of waiting for Planet Coaster. Okay, so what do I need? I need lights. Here we go. You're at work watching this. Don't get fired. Yeah, that's actually... I like that. It's actually good. I think. I don't know. What do I know? I wish I would have put these on as I was building this. That would have made a lot more sense. Oops. Should have made them all white light. See, look. I duplicate this. It lets me change the colors. Remember before, I'm like, shouldn't it be letting me change the colors on these? And it wouldn't. Now it works. I don't understand. Why do things work differently in different times? And it didn't work. It didn't fucking... Sorry. This is what this game's doing to me right now. This is why I left and played Portal for a week. Because this game is just all over the place. It does... Obviously, it doesn't work. That should have all been red. And now I go... Look at this. Ah! It should not be like this. Yeah, come on. Why don't you put things down when I click? Not like 3 seconds later when I move the mouse somewhere else. It should not be like this. Hey, Wolfie. Welcome home. I think I'm going to try to order my other camera this week. And then I can get working on the next Lego build, whatever that may be. But I did say I wasn't going to do it until I got my new camera. It's like totally crooked. I'm almost embarrassed now. I can't put the lights on it. I can't. Look at it. Okay, well, maybe if I put the lights on it and move it all down, that might work. But if it just totally looks crooked as soon as I put the lights on it, I'm taking them off. Because the lights are gonna like accentuate it, like, you know, highlight any differences. Yeah, don't bother putting it down when I click. Ignore me, Planet Coaster. I'm not in control here. You are. You should be building this, not me, because obviously I don't even know when to click the button. I'm an idiot. So yeah, I'm going to have that little gap at the bottom. I'm actually going to try to eat up the little gap before I get there, by leaving a little tiny bit more space between these. Everyone is here. That's funny. Nobody's here today. Nobody showed up. So I found another game I want to play. And they've decided they're going to be a Epic Store exclusive. So I've decided not to buy it. Not. I'm not much for exclusionary practices from anybody. So I'm not. I'm not even going to say what it is. I fell asleep while playing Planet Coaster. I don't know how that's even possible, but okay. See, I don't know how people fall asleep in any position other than lying down, because I can't. I have to lie down before I can fall asleep. And there we go. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. No? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do it. I was kidding, of course, because that... A building with an arcade in it. There's... What do you mean? Like, something like that wouldn't really go here. It would go over here anyway. Like, and do you mean like something like this? Where you've got like these games in it? I've got this, and I've got this one over here. Where is it? Over here. Like this type of thing. These are vending machines, though, not the games. But yeah. See, I'm gonna have to go around and build some other buildings in this area. I just haven't got to that. I think maybe I should be filling in, finishing up the rides. Because we've got, what, 4 more rides to skin? And then some improvements to make to, like, things like this. You know, this thing bugs me. Because basically what all they've done with this thing is eliminate our options. It should have not had a roof on it at all. Or there should be one with no roof on it. Just this structure. And we can put our own roof on it. Because I would like to put my own roof on this. But I get to do that with this. And again, like I've mentioned, I'm not really sure how that's all going to work. Maybe something coming out of the middle like this. Build it up around that. Really? Well, that really bites. There we go. Nice. Which means those are crooked too. Which means I should change the whole building orientation, not just... Okay, we'll have larger pillars in the corner. Come on, Planet Coaster, stop. It's not saving then, either. It says when it's saving. It's just ignoring me. Not saving, just ignoring. See that? As I move out, these lines that I'm lining these up to move around. Their level of details don't even line up. And this is on new stuff. Now, I'm going to tell you, I bet you if I went to all the original stuff that came with Planet Coaster, none of that is anywhere. There's nothing that does that. But this has actual level of detail, jumps in where the details exist on the model. None of that should be a thing. None of it. No. No. You click it, it just ignores you. You gotta wait for things to happen in Planet Coaster now. Now, maybe it's this map. Maybe it's this world. Maybe for some reason Planet Coaster just can't handle this world. Are you saving? You better be freaking saving. Sorry, again. Okay. Oh. Balloon pop. What, where you throw the darts for the balloon? And the whack-a-mole? Or, yeah. Yeah, I've run into those. I've seen those once in a while. Yeah, so it's not my world that's causing this. It's just that Planet Coaster's become a beast of a program that doesn't even use the resources on my CPU or my GPU. It doesn't use them. It's like, no, we'll just let some other program use these. And we'll just stutter along, barely being able to run. because you know I go in here, my GPU is running at like 40%, and it's encoding. Well, no, that's a different GPU, but whatever. Page up and down. I was like, hey, maybe page up and down will work, but no, it just zooms in and out. It basically does what W and S does when the shift key is pressed. Ring toss. Well, yeah, like so. These things you're mentioning haven't gone away. These things still exist. Yeah. Yeah. Heard of all these things. Whether it was either seen them in real life or on TV. What about the one with the that you shoot out the star on the target? I don't even know what that's called. When you have to try to shoot out all the pieces, the colored pieces of the target. That one probably isn't around anymore. Well, yeah, but you do realize we're in a game that doesn't contain any of that stuff, right? They don't exist. So I can't add them. Unless you're thinking adding the empty places in order to do that. But I've tried that, and it looks really stupid. But yes, this is the thing they need to add to Planet Coaster next. The fairground games. Hear that, Frontier? Fairground games. Yes, the Planet Coaster needs more stuff. I say that not sarcastically and sarcastically. If that makes any sense. Because there's a ton of stuff in Planet Coaster. You know what? I want this. I just don't want it yet. I've got other stuff to do first. So, like, yeah, there's just a ton of stuff in Planet Coaster that we were very rarely, like, well, you know. Like, we're talking thousands of pieces. But I do, it's the functional things that are better. Like if they had a store, like a unit like this, where, you know, it was the bottles across the back to toss the, you know, that would be something. And you just build your own building and drop it in there. That would be what I would be looking for. That would make me happy. Because right now I'm just miserable. And that would fix it. And I'm not miserable. No, Planet Coaster, you were wrong. You are wrong. I did. Come on. Okay, I'm done. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of basically fighting with this thing constantly. Every single thing I do, it's a fight. Every time you want to select something, if you want to select a dozen things, you're gonna click 30 times. It's just ridiculous. It's become a completely unusable piece of junk in the last 3-4 months. Like, I don't know what they're doing, but it's driving me insane, and it's making me really not want to play this game anymore. They've got to fix this. They've got to start paying attention. This is not a usable product anymore. I don't know why. And they're working on Ghostbusters. Again, I don't know why. This Ghostbusters thing is just gonna, like, yeah, okay, fine. I like the Ghostbusters. It was fun. It was good while it was a thing. But what they're coming out with here isn't going to be good. It's just going to be that same old. Sorry, I could be completely wrong here, but it's just going to be that same old stuff as the other stuff, the other packs, the Knight Rider pack. You're going to get a car, and you're going to get a few pieces. You'll get a car put together. You'll get a car and the pieces. I'm assuming that's what we're going to get here. It's useless. Again, when I press the button, Planet Coaster, put the stuff down. It's useless, and it's not going to be of any use to us to build things at all. But it sure beats fixing stuff that's wrong, doesn't it? Let's develop new things instead of fixing the things that are broken. That's more fun for us. It truly is more fun for a developer to build new things than to fix broken things. Fixing broken things suck. But we have to do it. It's what makes it all work. Is fixing the stuff that's broken. And when we give up on that, I don't know what to say anymore. But I'm leaving this here, and I'll pick it up some other time. I really, 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 really wish they would fix these little annoyances. Sorry, these huge annoyances. Because it's so interruptive to our gameplay. And I'll just show it again. I'm just going to show it again. I want to choose these things across here. I should be able to hold down the shift button, click the first one, shift, click, 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 click. Nothing. Nothing. Now, I will admit, I shouldn't have done it with shift. But again, shift, click, 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 click. It got a rock behind it. It didn't accept 2 of the clicks. It ignored them completely. What is it doing? Like, why is this even a thing? Choose it. Click, 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 click. Nothing. Nothing. Choose it. Click, 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 click. It's ignoring the input. It's like abandoning it. There's an actual program here going, and the computer's going, hey, they clicked the mouse, and they're going, oh, don't do anything with that. Oh, abandon that. Abandon the stuff the user's doing. Just throw that garbage away. Who needs the stuff the user's doing? And it's really sickening, and it's awful, and they really should fix it. Like, again, I get 3 out of 5 clicks. It's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 out of 5 clicks. Sorry, if the game only works 60% of the time, it's torturing me. If I have to re-click 40% of the time. It can't be like that. This is worse than the menus. This is absolutely worse than the menus. This is bad. It's not as bad as it was. You know? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can count to 4. I used to be able to count to 10 before those menus would change. And that made for a bad experience. But now the game is basically ignoring what you're doing. You take something. You take an object. And you're like, oh, I want to put it here. And then you go to move your mouse to go do something else. It doesn't put it there. As you move your mouse across the screen, it's like, oh, you clicked the mouse. I'm going to put it here. Again, I just don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I don't know how they've gotten to this point. And obviously, making new stuff is more important to them than making the stuff that already exists work again. Because I tell you, it wasn't always like this. This is new, this problem of it completely ignoring the input. And you know, like, let's see here. Planet Coaster. I'm almost at 1,600 hours now. Well, 1,578 hours. No, the game doesn't suck. The game does show us the park. I've spent hundreds of hours in this game. I've spent hundreds of hours building this park. And the developers have changed stuff, and they've made the game non-responsive. It doesn't game anymore. Like, truly, Excel and Word are much more responsive than this thing. I write software on a daily basis that knows how to save without interrupting the user. Not this. These guys should be way better at this than I am. I don't even get to write games. I write business software. You know, that are saving huge data sets across the network. Yeah, the park is turning out great. I'm really happy with the park. And I'm missing the experience that I used to get building it. I really am. The park is beyond anything that exists in Planet Coaster. You know. Oh, and then there's this too. This is a work in progress as well. So, yeah. It's one of those, I don't think there's anything quite like it, parks. And I really wish I could enjoy building it more. Really? Lights out. Lights on. Bet you the lights they put on their stuff don't do that. Their lights are on. Their lights are on. These lights are on. So what's wrong with these lights? Huh? Yeah, the maze? Okay, so that whole thing there. I don't know what you call it. The downtown area? I don't know. I don't know what it is. This whole thing, this hotel is supposed to be the Stanley Hotel. And there is a maze out in front of the Stanley Hotel, which they built, well, after The Shining was made. But the Stanley Hotel was the inspiration for The Shining. And Room 217 as well, I think. It's a haunted hotel. You can YouTube it or Google it. So I figured I'd build that in here, and put it in this area. But yeah, it's turning out to be quite the park, quite the build. I think next time I'm going to, like, okay, so we've got this coaster. I'll wait till it gets back. I'm not going to reset it. So we've got this coaster, and it sort of loses coherence about here. And I want to take this off and do a run over to here and come back and fix this. Which is probably going to be like a few to a bunch of hours of work. There's going to be not a station, but a block section there somewhere, just so that we can get a couple more trains on this thing. I think also, I don't know. Maybe if I put a block section up, bring this up and put a block. I don't want them to slow down that much here, though. That's the thing. No. When would I possibly have done that, Martin? Sorry. You've been here the whole time. 90% of it. It's going to take hours to fix that, to finish that. So, yeah, no. That's going to be stuff that I'm going to do in the final pass through the world. Clean up all those blocks holding all the chairs together. I was going to make proper chairs in Blender. You know what? I am gonna make proper chairs in Blender. We're gonna do it. Really, Planet Coaster? We're going to do... Pathetic, Blender. Like, it's just pathetic now. It just stops in the middle of... Okay, this is where everything sort of falls apart. Right from here. And the only reason that there is I needed something block section there. And then it sort of starts to get back to normal right about here. So there's a hole in between those 2 points that we're going to work on next time. When that next time's going to be, I'm not sure. It might be later today. You know, I have been working at this for 2.5 hours, so I did get in my normal, you know, stream of Planet Coaster. But I am truly finding using this software more frustrating than it's ever been before. Oh, sorry, that's not true. When they changed the when they added that new feature to change the way that the arrows worked, that was more frustrating. That's about the only time when you went from not being able to group a whole bunch of things together and move them up and down to only being able to move one thing at a time up and down. That almost ruined the game. This isn't that bad, but it's just very frustrating to play now. I really hope they fix it. They have to fix it. So, I'm gonna leave it here. Put the ride higher so you can see the maze in front of the hotel. Well, no. The ride is not anything to do with the hotel. The ride is to do with the ruins and the crumbled down structure here. If I could build a wall and they didn't see the hotel and there were more ruins over here, I would do that. But the ride is about the ruins, not about the rest of the world. So yeah, I can't really see doing that. You know, this part of it is about the visual experience. Like, 'cause you can build these parks for the people, the imaginary people in the world, all you want. But I think we need to build these parks for the people who download them and look at them. You know, and that's sort of what I do, is I build this to be a fuller experience than just a bunch of rides. You know, you have to come down here, you have to walk around in order to understand the world, to see everything, and to experience the world. You know, like this is what it's about. It's about all this. And when it comes to rides, I try to keep them like if you follow this ride, it's all about the ruins. It's all about the decay, how things are breaking down, how things are falling apart. You know, it even goes through smashing through the building. I still haven't built the building over here. There's another building to go in. There's stuff to go in here. There's probably even more stuff to go in here. I don't know, but that's sort of where this is, what that ride's about. And I think I'm gonna name it the Ruins. But then I've seen a coaster called the Ruins. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna name it. But you'll sort of see like very hard divisions in this world. Like you've got this area here, which has a very similar look and feel. Then you've got sort of this area. Well, no, this stands out by itself. Well, thank you. I'm glad you think so. I enjoy doing this. I really, 90% of the time when I'm playing Planet Coaster, it's a very enjoyable experience. You know, but the thing is, what I'm finding with Frontier is they don't fix anything completely. They just seem to move around the problem. So when it was this, and it was like I had to wait forever for the menu to open, well, they fixed it. I know they listened to me. I know they have listened to what I have said. I know that has happened. I've said things about this game like from day one, like when I'm changing the color, why are you putting a blue mask on it? Well, that's ridiculous to put a blue mask on everything that I'm changing the color to. It tints everything blue, and you got to change the color. Oh, take the mask off. Oh, it's not right. Reselect it. Put the mask on. Change the color. Unselect it. Oh, it's not right. And they're like, okay, well, we'll fix that for you. They didn't actually fix it for me. I'm sure they fixed it for everybody, but it might have been me complaining about it that made to them think that, oh, that's a thing that should happen. So when I click this now, the color goes away. There is no mask on it anymore. And when I change the color, I actually get to see the color. Where before there would be a blue mask on everything. So they've made awesome improvements in this game over the years, but every time they improve something, they seem to make something worse. And now it's this whole stuttering constantly and ignoring input. Like massive, like I would say 40% of my input into the game is ignored. Or it stutters, queues it all up, and then runs it all at once. Please, Frontier, look into that and see what's going on, because there's definitely something going on. But I'm going to leave this here. I need to figure out what I'm going to play later today. I don't know what to play. I really don't. You know, Portal. I want to play more Portal stuff. I can't see playing Time Machine or Aperture Tag, though. I found another mod last night, 2 of them. I'm going to play around, install them. I'm going to see what, like, do they have voices? Do they have a story? Because I find that more interesting. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm going to leave this here. We could end up back in Planet Coaster. If we do, I think I'm going to start trying to light this area and continue to work around. Maybe work on this coaster here. So until then, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster. If you liked it, click the button. Don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time.